plain old Chuck here, finally. Uh, was out at camp this morning and I thought, well, I'll fix me a little brunch. I got up early this morning and did a few little things around the camper, and supposed to have a bunch of rain later on today, so kind of not doing a whole lot. But anyway, I was going to fix a little brunch, and a while back on one of my videos I had shown some pictures of a lantern, and James, old school with a modern twist, had seen this rocket stove in the background. He said he'd like to see it being used sometime. So maybe I'll fire it up and make my little lunch on it and see how it goes. Let me get her fired up here and then I'll come back. Okay, so no rocket science here. We just simply put a little bit of wood in the bottom for a base. Stuff some down in here. And take this off for now. And we'll put some small fatwood sticks there. Today I'm using the Kevin Outdoors 1978 knife. Because we all know that I hate Vaseline and cotton balls, I'm going to try a different solution. Vaseline and cotton balls. But I'm taking my Vaseline and put it in a small container. So that it just don't make a mess over everything. And just to add to my success, I got a few fatwood cages from my Smith Tenderman, just in case. All we should need is a spark. good. And that should do it. We'll let that get a good start and then we'll start a cooking. Of course. And just like that, you just feed the wood in the angled part at the top, and if you got a good base in the bottom, the air comes in the bottom and gives you a really good flame. So we'll get our skillet on there, get our cast iron skillet on there, and get to cooking. As you can see, no gourmet meals today. Simple corned beef hash, and a few diced potatoes in it. And I'll put a couple eggs over it after she browns up a little bit, and that'll be brunch. With my exclusive 5-pan lid. Finally, time for brunch. Pretty tasty. See you after I eat. This may take a while. So there you have it. The rocket stove in action. Of course, my eyes were bigger than my stomach. Don't laugh. But I have plenty left over. I wish Chris was around. He could help clean this mess up. At least the leftover part. Anyway, as far as the rocket stove goes, it worked as expected. I mean, you know, it's a really nice thing to have, like on a windy day like today, where you don't want to have an open fire. You're not comfortable with an open fire. It's pretty much all contained. Regulating the heat is it's not really that hard once you get onto it. I haven't really used it enough to get good at it, but from my findings, if you use smaller sticks, you'll get a hotter fire because it burns much faster and it gets more of a chimney effect. Today I used some seasoned cherry that I had, and I cut it in fairly big pieces because I didn't really want a real fast burn. Looking back, that was probably a mistake because everything that I added, the potatoes and stuff, were all basically pre-cooked. Same with the corned beef. So it really wasn't, all that was really necessary was to heat it up, so a faster fire would have probably been okay, and would have probably cooked the eggs a little quicker. But that's just something you have to play with. I like it. Like I say, I like it for days like today, when I don't want to build a big open fire and then have to worry about staying here at camp and monitoring it. You know, I can once you start a fire in one of these and you're done cooking, it burns out in practically no time. So and if you use longer, bigger sticks like I did, it'll give you a good cook time, but it'll be a slower cook time. It's not as hot because it burns more like a coal than a rapid fire that the small sticks give you. But that's my take on it. If anybody has any suggestions, maybe somebody that's used them more than I have could give me some suggestions on how they do it, I'd appreciate it. Like I say, I'm always willing to learn. Lord only knows I have room for knowledge in my head. So we'll talk to y'all later. Y'all be good, be kind to one another, and we'll catch you on the next one. Oh yeah, I just showed my coffee, making my coffee, but I didn't have a lantern out here and I didn't want to get yelled at by the guys on the bus, so I'll take care of that later. Take care.